very good day to you all. My name is Pastor Lawrence Mazenge and welcome to Daily Inspiration. Today we are reading from the book of Judges chapter 6 verses 11 to 12. The Bible says, "And there came an angel of the Lord and sat under an oak which was in Ophrah, that pertained unto Joash the Abiezrite. And his son Gideon threshed wheat by the winepress, to hide it from the Midianites. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him, and said unto him, The Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor." Our message this morning is titled, "Ignore the names and follow the heavenly title." Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a situation here that was happening in the land of Israel. The Bible is talking about a man called Gideon who was hiding from the Midianites. And as he was hiding from the Midianites, he was threshing wheat on the winepress. For those that understand threshing, you know that when you are threshing, you need the wind. So you can go to the highest place that you can find and you begin to thresh from there where the wind is blowing. But if you don't have the wind while you are threshing, it means you are doing a double job. You are going to thresh first, and then secondly, you are going to start fanning. This is what Gideon was happening. When the enemy is sitting upon your life, you begin to do a double work instead of just doing one work and to move on. When the supernatural work, when the supernatural ability of God is supposed to finish off the work that you are doing, you are going to do the double work. So the supernatural ability, when you are talking about the wind, you don't command the wind to come, but it is God that commands the wind. When the enemy comes into your life, he takes away the supernatural ability that God has put upon your life, so that you begin to suffer and you begin to toil. That is what was happening to the whole nation of Israel. They would plant in their fields. They would cultivate in their fields. They would maintain their crops until the time of harvest. Then the Midianites would come and drive away the Israelites and destroy their crops. They would do the scorched earth policy. That is what was happening here. But what surprises most is that an angel of the Lord comes when Gideon was in hiding. He was not only in hiding, but he was the least in his father's family. And his father's family was the poorest in his tribe. And then the angel of God comes to Gideon and calls him mighty man of valor. Ladies and gentlemen, the nicknames which Gideon deserved were nicknames like Mr. Poverty, were nicknames like Mr. Least, were nicknames like Mr. Hider or the Coward. Those were the nicknames that the world would give him. But when the angel came to Gideon, it did not address him according to the situation that he was facing. The angel addressed him according to his preordained mission that God had given upon him. Let me tell you something. In this life, if you want to make it, you need to learn to ignore the names that people are calling you, and you need to start functioning according to the preordained title that God has given you upon your life. You need to understand that even when Jesus came upon this world, they called him names. Some even called him Beelzebub. Some even called him a Samaritan with a demon. Some even called him a gluttonous wine bibber. Some even called him a friend of sinners. All those were names that Jesus was called upon when he came into this world. So if they gave Jesus names, they are definitely going to give you a name as well. But I want you to understand that before you were formed in your mother's womb, God had given you a title. And that title, if you understand it, that title, if you know it, you are going to function according to it. The Bible in the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5 says, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto nations." Ladies and gentlemen, learn to ignore what people are calling you. Ladies and gentlemen, learn to scoff at the names that people are giving you and start functioning according to the title that the Lord gave thee, according to the title that you were ordained of by God before you were even formed in your mother's womb. I want you to understand that no one that did not give you life has got the right to give you a name. Your parents gave you life, that's why they gave you a name. God gave you life, that's why he gave you a title. So your title and your name only comes from the people that gave you life. If someone did not give you life, if someone did not contribute to your existence here on earth, ignore every name that they give you. Ignore every title that they give you and begin to function according to the name that God has given you. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand that when you have got a situation in this life when you have got a condition in this life, you will find people that will come and name you according to your condition. That is why we've got the people like the widow of Zarephath in the Bible. She fed Elijah. She did so many other things, but they called her by that title, by the title widow and by the title Zarephath. They think the name of the country or the name of the city where she came from was more important than a real name. The name of a situation was more important than her actual name. The name of a situation was more important than the great job that she did for the prophet Elijah. For the prophet Elijah, we've got people like the widow at 9. We've got people like the blind Bartimaeus. All these people, ladies and gentlemen, had their original names, but people of this world decided to name them according to their conditions. When we have read, Jeremiah was concerned about his age. He was concerned about his current situation. But God said unto him, I ordained you a prophet. I ordained you a prophet before you were formed in your mother's womb. Even David himself, he was relegated to the sheep. Although he had the anointing of God upon his life, people will name you according to what they are seeing. But I want you to understand that it takes revelation for people to understand your original name and your ordained name. That is why the Bible in the book of Matthew chapter 16 verses 16 to 17 says, And Simon Peter answered and said, Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus answered and said unto him, Blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. Listen, it takes revelation, my brothers and sisters, to know your preordained name. When people are calling you other names according to your current conditions, when people are calling you a divorcee, when people are calling you a widow, when people are calling you unemployed, when people are calling you Mr. Poverty because of your current situation, don't blame them. It's because they don't have the revelation. They don't have the insight to see what God has preordained upon your life. That is why Jesus Christ said unto Peter, Flesh and blood has not revealed this unto you, but my Father who is in heaven. This morning, my brother, this morning, my sister, you might be in hiding because of the Amalekites, because of the Midianites in your life. You might be threshing wheat in the winepress, but that is not your permanent condition. I want you to ignore all the names that people are calling you and begin to function according to your preordained title that the heavens gave you before you were formed in your mother's womb. There is greatness that can be unleashed in you if you understand and begin to see that there is a preordained title upon your life that God is waiting for you to begin to function under. That is why the Bible says in the book of Romans, creation is waiting for the manifestations of the sons and daughters of men. You are created and designed to manifest. Just to start functioning according to the title of heaven rather than the names that people are giving you. Ignore the names and start functioning according to the heavenly title. God bless you and have a good day. Thank you.